one whole Napa cabbage that we're going to cut into fours as so. Just make a slit and try to tear it. And Auntie told me to do this because it gives it more texture and a cool look to the cabbage. Cut off that dirty stem in the middle and let it soak in some salt water for like an hour here. Set aside, soak it for an hour and just dry it. You don't need to rinse it, just let it dry. All right, next we're gonna make our kimchi paste. That's pretty multifunctional. The ingredients are down below in the description. This is the Roy Choi shortcut to make long-term kimchi or quick hit kimchi, whatever you want. I'm substituting fermented shrimp paste here that I have called mamruk, but you can use the mini shrimps that the recipe calls for from the Korean markets or any Asian market. Blend it up well. And you can keep this paste refrigerated and use it as you go. But here I'm going to use all of it today for the Napa cabbage and the cucumbers. So layer by layer with your bare hands, better than gloves is what Auntie told me. Just try to get that paste into all the nooks and crannies on a sheet pan here. And then we're going to go once over again with some sliced green onions. And I'm just going to put it in this jar here so you guys can see. Clear glass jar, and we're going to leave this out for 2 days, and then we're going to transfer it into the fridge. And you can kind of eat it as you go, but 2 days first in room temp. And then we transfer it into the fridge. So again, layer it. It's a very tedious process here, but well worth it. Save a lot of money too. Like a Napa cabbage is like a few bucks, and this will last you a month or two for 1 to 2 people. So pretty fun. People have kimchi making days. This is a container that Kim bought me. It's a designed for fermentation and pickling. Really cool. It's better to store without any outside light. And then I'm going to use the rest of the paste here with some carrots and cucumbers that we sliced up. And this will be kind of ready to eat instantly. But you can also let it sit in a jar and let it ferment. So pretty cool. The paste is very multifunctional. You can quick hit, eat it right away as so, like right here. Or you let it ferment a little bit more. So these come with these cool like heavy weights to keep everything down. Cool matte black design. And then you fill it up with water so it can burp itself. It looks cool on the table. It looks cool on the counter and the cabinets. Shout out Kim. Dope ass gift. So we have our cabbage, we have our cucumber, and that's kimchi making Roy Choi style. Let's start with our Kalbi. Again, throw everything into the blender, and the ingredients are down below in the description. But the secret ingredient is the Asian pear, man. Really cool to tenderize the meat and very flavorful. So Asian pear. And delicious to eat too by itself. I got some Korean short ribs here from Costco Business. About 40 bucks for everything. This is a very expensive dish when you go eat out. Like a plate is like already $30, and I believe it's like 2 or 3 ribs maybe. Marinate and let this sit minimum an hour or 2, or just let it sit for the next few days and cook as you go. I don't have a grill, so I will be using our oven / the broiler. This we ate in like the next 3 days. So you don't have to eat everything at once. Keep it marinated. Keep it refrigerated and covered, and you should be good to go. I'm throwing it in our broiler here. I don't know why the broiler is down on the bottom. I don't like this design. but it is what it is. Play with the heat. This was like on low first, so I'm gonna flip it. Just try to get some nice color. Try to get some char so that sugar in there caramelizes and you really get that Kalbi effect. Found out going low wasn't necessary, so next time just go high all the way, but that's my oven. So play with what you have. Hit it with the torch to see how everything reacts. But if you're grilling, you know the game. But the char is necessary to give it that texture, that caramelization. And here we're going to cut some up because we're going to meal prep a little bit for Kim's lunch here. People always ask what you do with all the food you cook. Well, majority of the time we just pack it for lunch for Kim. I think 2 years working at the hospital here in San Diego. She's never bought lunch once, even on like pizza party days. Always packing a lunch, always eating as good as she can. So we got some rice, some green beans, and some Kalbi for lunch. 3 to 4 times a week we pack her lunch, so that's where mainly most of the food goes. Here I'm just showing you this 2 days, letting it sit outside, save that juice, and I'm going to transfer it to a tray so we can cut it down and package it as if we were buying kimchi at the store, already kind of cut and ready to go. I like to use scissors here like the real Koreans do because it's really hard to use a knife on the cutting board. It's really messy. So use scissors and a sheet pan to chop her down and jar. And you got that homemade Roy Choi kimchi here. You can use it for cucumbers. You can use it for green onions. Very versatile sauce. And I'm not going to waste any of that extra sauce. I'm going to add it to that extra cucumbers we had because it was a little light. Sometimes you use more sauce than you expect. And I didn't have enough ingredients to make more of that paste. So boom, you got your kimchi, your Napa cabbage, you got your cucumbers. And you got that big old thing right there. And here's like day 2, getting better with that temperature. High broil, nice, beautiful crisp. And this is like a little nice dinner. I was getting ready. So we got to prepare it like the real Koreans. A little oil, a little avocado oil. I got some sliced onions. Bring it up to like some heat so the oil starts smoking. And then just cut up your short ribs and serve it as so. So it's already cooked. You don't want to burn the short ribs. That's why we put the onions there. It'll give it a cool little effect before you serve. Obviously, some sliced green onions and some sesame seeds to make it look pretty, give it some extra texture. And dinner is served. A Korean-inspired Roy Choi dinner. We got some sashimi, some sashito leaves, some rice. And yeah, Roy Choi inspired Korean feast. This new cookbook is out. The Choi of Cooking. Inspiration. And this is the kimchi that I'm transferring it into this container so we can store it in the fridge. And as always, everybody, thank you for watching.